beauties, welcome back to my channel. So glad you're here. Spring is in the air and I wanted to do something really pretty and pink, something that you can wear to work, really easy to do. So please keep on watching so you can see how to achieve this look. I'm gonna go in and hide what this atrocity that is under my eyes, really dark. I haven't been sleeping very well these past few nights. Color Corrector, Charlotte Tilbury, in the shade 2 medium. Just gonna go, oh, that's too much. That's okay, we'll spread it out. And I'll take it on some darker areas of my face as well. And I'm just going in with my pinky and spreading it out evenly. My NARS foundation. It's the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. It's in this shade Fiji. Just gonna put a little bit on my hand and spread it out. And then I'm gonna go in with, oh, this is very light. But I do believe it oxidizes. Let's see. And by oxidizing, I mean that it goes on light, but once the air starts hitting it, it darkens up a little bit. It's not that bad. Using a damp beauty blender, and I am bouncing it to make sure that the foundation sits nicely. Never leave this line here, always bring it down a little bit. Nothing worse than a line of makeup that's very noticeable. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Jouett Soft Focus Hydrating Set Powder, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just gonna take a little brush and tap on it and just set the product that we just put on, focusing on the under eye so that we minimize any creasing that can happen. And I'm going in many times and it looks like I'm putting on a lot of product, but I'm really not. I'm really just, I'm touching it, just touching it. I'm not going in and swirling it around. And I'm adding it, I guess you could say, in layers, a little bit at a time. I'm gonna do a little contouring today, and I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Sculpt Stick. This is in shade light medium. And I'm not going, oh, it's so cute. It comes with a little buffing brush at the end. That's not the side I need right now. I need this side. You can always take it directly from the stick and place it on the area that you want to contour. But I like to take a brush, a pretty not too dense of a brush, but dense enough, kind of like this one. And I take the product off. That way you don't put too much on, and if you need more, theme of this video, you can always go back in and take some more. So I'm going to place it right here, here's my cheekbone, right? And right underneath, that's where I'm going to start to place it. And just very small little strokes. And we don't want to take our contour all the way down here because it's just going to drag the whole face down. And we don't want that. We want up. We always want to go up. We're fighting gravity here. That's what we're doing. So I've placed the product And now I'm just gonna take my brush, same brush, and I'm going to just take little strokes and go upwards, just to diffuse it, because we don't want a sharp line. We just want to create a little bit of a shadow. Diffuse it and make sure we take it back a little bit to the ear too. We don't want a white spot and then have your contour starting. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's this faint shadow right there, kind of making the cheeks pop up, and that's what we want. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer, and I'm using Il Makiage Mineral Baked Bronzer in the shade Waka Waka. It looks like this. So I'm gonna go in and just, again, a little goes a long way with it. Can you see? Can you see the dust? Yeah, I went in a little hard. I hope it's not too much. I'm gonna go in with my bronzer just above where I had the contour, where I placed the contour. Take whatever you have left and dust the forehead to create some shadow there and a nice bronzy glow. And perhaps I took a little too much product. Perhaps. Yeah, I had a lot less going in this side, and you can definitely tell there's a big difference. That's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you. Gone in with the beauty blender that I use to put on my foundation, and I'm just gonna tap on it and it will diffuse the situation. It's not ideal, but it happens. I went in a little hard and now I have to fix it. But it does a very good job of doing it. Why am I putting it on this side? So I finally went and got my eyebrows done, but she took off just a little bit more than I wanted. Usually she doesn't. I don't know, she went rogue. But it's okay, I'll work with it. I can thicken them up a little bit. I like them a little bit thicker. I am going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in shade, I don't know, because I can't see, so I'll put it in the description below. Sorry, guys. I need to be as precise as possible so that I can make my eyebrows look a little bit thicker without them looking like they've been drawn in. And I'm just gonna go and thicken it up at the bottom here and a tiny bit at the top, and just feather-like strokes. Very, very small. I don't know if you can notice I'm almost kind of flicking. Something else I did want to bring up is we don't want to bring the end of our eyebrows like coming downwards. This is about as low as mine can go without making my face look droopy. So we, again, up and out. My eyebrows are never the same. They never have been, they never will be. I try my best to make them twins, but whatever. We're going in with the Too Faced Natural Lust palette, and I'm gonna start off with this gorgeous baby pink color. It is called Take the Cake. I will do that, thank you. And when we go in, know that the first spot you hit is going to have the most pigment. So you want to start kind of in the outer corner and lightly and fluffily. Is that a word? I'm going to start right here. right here. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to place it all over my mobile lid. And it's quite a light color, so we may need to go in a few times, but that's all right. And windshield washer motions back and forth. You can get into the crease. That's cool. And just get it all over, like an all over color. Yeah. And you know, spring is coming and we want something light and pretty. And most of all, easy. Now I'm gonna go in with this mauvier shade right here. It's still pink, just a little bit darker. It's called Come and Get It. And I'm about to come and get it. And I'm using the same brush because why not? Let's make life simple. And I'm going to, just above my crease, start placing this shadow just to deepen everything a little bit. Because the pink I put on underneath all over is very, very light. And you could just leave it like that if you wanted to, but this kind of takes it, it elevates it a little bit, you know? And don't be afraid to bring it even into the center here. Just a nice little halo over our light petal pink. Just buffing out. So pretty. We are done with this now. So I was debating whether or not I do a liner, because really you could throw on some mascara right now and your eyes would be done. But I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of liner using the same palette. So I lied, you do need the palette again. This one right here looks good to me. So I'm gonna go into this shade is called, it's called Spanx Me. Okay. I love that. If I could get a job just coming up with names for eyeshadows and makeup, that would be a dream. Imagine having a job like that. I wonder who does this stuff. Who does it? I don't know. I need to know them. So I'm gonna start placing it from the center and working my way out as close to the lash line as possible. So this is what I wanna do. I don't want any harsh lines. I don't want like eyeliner, but I do wanna darken up that area because it just helps the eyes pop. And so that's why we're going in with a very, very thin line and darkening it up. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can take it down to the very corner, and that really like will elongate your eye. Now that I've done that, I feel like I should do a wing, just this baby wing. It's your preference, but I'll just show you. Take it out just a little bit from here, almost like a straight line shooting out from there. And I'm just taking it out, just a little bit at a time. If you don't have time for this, skip it. Leave it. But if you do and you like it, this is how you're going to do it. So just little tiny strokes, pulling it out a little bit, and the eye looks, you know, much more elongated. And you see how it kind of curves up there? I'm going to start filling it in there a little bit at a time, just to make that line straight. And connect it back. I hope this is making sense. Sometimes I just talk, I'm talking, I'm like, am I making any sense? But wows, yeah, kind of like it. Now I'm going to take a little smudger brush. This is Hourglass. We could leave it like this, but because I want this to be a very soft look, I'm going to just buff out that liner that we put on. Again, you can totally skip this step. I'm just showing you all the options that you have. Depending on the time that you have or the look you want to achieve. It's not going to change it tremendously by doing this, but it just makes it softer. Just small little strokes, just little circles. Make it cloudy, almost cloudy. That's how I would describe it. Now we're going to move on to mascara. And I'm going to prime with my Dior Lash Primer. Dior Show Maximize 3D. This is what it looks like. I do one eye at a time because otherwise by the time I get to the other eye, this is kind of dried out a little bit. I'm going to go in with the Gucci mascara. This is the second time I'm using it. And I thought I'd use it for this look because the first time I used it, I found it to be very feathery. And it didn't give me, you know, that bold lash. I want to elongate, so I'm kind of pulling, not a lot, but pulling and going in this direction so that I can let the eyelashes know which way is out. It separates my lashes. That's not my jam. However, for this look, it kind of works because it's fluttery. I'm just using all kinds of words today. Yeah, it really gives length. I'll give it that. But it's kind of not clumpy. Not a fan, but it's going to do its job. At this point, what am I going to do? Take everything off and start over? Hells no. Anyway, I really have to work hard with this mascara to get it to do what I want. Therefore, it's a no for me, which pains me to say because it's Gucci and I want to love everything Gucci, but no, it's all right. It's not terrible, but anyway, moving on. I'm going to go in with some blush, and I love this Dior blush. Looks like this. It looks really bright pink, but it doesn't go on that way. It goes on so nicely. Start lightly adding a little bit of nice light pink color back in. And it's so pretty and it matches this whole look. I mean, you can wear this with any look. It's pretty, you know? And a little bit here. Why not? Okay. What do you guys think so far? We're almost done. Our lips. I'm taking this Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 in muted pink. I don't know how I was able to read that, and I can't read anything else. It's a mystery. I'm just gonna line my lips with this. It's a gorgeous pink. It's very creamy, but it doesn't bleed. It's really, really nice. I have this Ilia multi-use pigment. Yeah, at first it looks orangey. But then it's not. What is this sorcery? Oh, I love this color. Oh my God. What do we think? I'm digging it. Wake up, waking up. You're my new favorite. One last step. Totally skip it if you want, but just a little bit of highlight. This is Rare Beauty. Look how gorgeous that is. I love the packaging. Rare Beauty, called Outshine Liquid Luminizer. It goes on liquidy, but it dries very matte, satiny finish. Just a little bit with my finger, and I'm going to just place it just a touch here, and then take a clean finger and kind of spread it out. You got to work quickly with these liquid highlighters. You can barely see it's there. Right, just a little light bouncing off here. It's really pretty, really pretty. Ta-da! That's it. That's all she wrote. Okay guys, this is the final look. I love it. It's so fresh and so spring and really easy to do. Throw it on, go to work. It'll last all day. Please give it a shot. Let me know how it went for you. If you want to know what I used, everything is in the description below. Please do, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit that little thumb, give it a thumbs up, and I want to make a lot more videos for you guys. So if you have any ideas, anything that you'd like to see me do, please write them in the comments below. I'll be happy to. I'll see you in the next one, beauties.